Legendary dogs. I think Entei is the coolest looking of the three. Suicune is the prettiest, but I think Entei is the coolest. I think Raikou is the worst looking. I think these two are pretty comparable. I think Entei is the coolest looking. Suicune is the prettiest for sure. We're back with another tier list. Today we're going to be ranking all of the Pokemon from Generation 2. So we're going to be starting out with Chikurita. Chikurita's super cute. I think it's an A. I don't think it's quite an S tier. I think it's really good. Bayleaf is actually an improvement over Chikurita. I think they did a really good job on this evolution. And then Meganium is garbage, and they did terrible with Meganium. Chikorita's really cute. Bayleaf is a cool version of Chikorita. Meganium, terrible. Cyndaquil is really cute. I think Cyndaquil is very cute, actually. I think Quilava is okay and kind of boring. And Typhlosion is probably worse than Quilava. I don't think they did a great job as that one leveled up, but I think Cyndaquil is really good. Totodile is obviously super cute. I think Totodile is an A. I think they did a great job on all three of these baby Pokemon starters. I like Croconaw. I think Croconaw is better than Quilava probably, and I think Feraligatr is probably better than Typhlosion. But again, I think they did a really poor job on all three of these final Evos. Feraligatr is probably the coolest of the three, though. Centrant is really boring. Or, I'm sorry, is that Furret? Furret is really boring. Centrant is really boring, too. I like Hoot Hoot. As far as your bird Pokemon goes, I think they did a pretty good job on Hoot Hoot, actually. Noctowl is pretty boring. But Hoot Hoot, as far as your first bird Pokemon goes, it's a big improvement over things like Pidgey and Tailo and all of those. I think it was cool going with the owl theme. I just think it could have been a stronger, better Pokemon. Ladybug is terrible. Ledian is slightly better than Ladybug. Spinarak is pretty ugly, but it's okay. Ariados is super cool looking. It's just a terrible Pokemon. I don't know why they didn't do a better job. Crowbat is S tier. I think it looks really cool. I think it's a really strong Pokemon. I think they did a really good job on this one. I like Chinchou. I think Chinchou is at least as good as these. I think Lantern is a cool idea, but I think they could have done a better job. I think they could have made like a scary looking anglerfish with like the pointy fang looking teeth that they have, and it would have been better. I think it's just a solid B. I like Chinchou. I think Lantern was pretty bad. Pichu is lame. Don't care. Just cuter version of Pikachu. That's it. Cleffa, terrible. Don't care. Don't care about any of these babies, except I think Togepi's okay. I just don't care about it. Togetic is garbage. I hate Togetic. Completely terrible. Natu is okay, and Xatu is better. It at least looks kind of cool. Mareep is cute. It's kind of generic. I think I'll put it there. I really don't like Flaffy. I'm probably not going to do the Megas. I'll probably save the Megas for Gen 6 whenever I actually do that. I know I didn't do that on the Gen 1 tier list, but I think saving the Megas for when they actually appeared in the game will be better. Ampharos, I don't really like the way it looks. It's a good Pokemon. It looks kind of stupid to me. I'm not a big fan of how it looks. Bellossom is terrible. Hate it. Marill is terrible. Azumarill is terrible in this game. And the only reason I would even want to put it higher than D is because it's actually fairly strong once it gets its ability and once it gets its fairy typing and stuff like that. Sudowoodo is pretty cool. I like it. It's like a cool like bonsai tree that's like mimicking being a tree and hiding and stuff. Politoed is terrible. Hoppip is terrible. 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 All that whole line is terrible. Apom is kind of cute. I don't know why it didn't get an evolution. It's at least as cute as some of these. Sunkern is garbage. Sunflora is garbage. It's like so derpy and ugly. I hate it. Yanma's cool. It just should have gotten an evolution. But I like Yanma. I think it's a B. Wooper is terrible. Quagsire is worse. Wooper is better than Quagsire. Espeon and Umbreon are really good. I think both of these are honestly S tier. If you're talking about just this game, I think both of these are super good. I liked both of these. And their shinies are kind of cool too. Murkrow is cool. It just needed its evolution. Honchkrow. Slowking is okay. It's like the dignified, non-derpy version of Slowbro. It's like here-ish, I guess. Mischievous is pretty cool. I think it's pretty. It's terrible, and obviously it needed an evolution to make it decent, so I think that's fair to put it with Murkrow. Unknown is terrible. It was a cool idea, but they didn't really do anything with it, and it's garbage. Wobbuffet is super ugly, but it's kind of a cool concept. Probably a C. Girafarig is decent looking, but it's terrible. Probably a C. Pineco, if you were going to take a Pinecone and just make it a Pokemon, You did an okay job, but it's still, like, pretty bad because it's literally just a pine cone with eyes. I don't know what Fortress is supposed to be other than literally, like, a fortress. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. I'll put Fortress there, I think. Dunsparce is obviously the worst Pokemon on this list. Gligar is cool. It suffers from the same problem of these Pokemon. Is it needed an Evo to be really cool. Steelix is obviously pretty cool. It's probably here. Snubbull is okay. No, it's not. It's pretty bad, but it's better than Dunsparce. Granbull is cool, but it's terrible. It's just, like, so bad. I don't know why they couldn't have made it stronger. It's cool looking. Quillfish is cool looking, but it's terrible. It's the same. It's literally the same as these. It needed an Evo. Scizor is obviously awesome. We love Scizor. Shuckle is a joke. It's down here with Dunsparce because it literally is just a meme. Heracross is not the coolest looking Pokemon, but it's super powerful, and it actually is like, if you were going to take a Hercules beetle and make it a Pokemon, I think they did a pretty good job. I don't think it's quite Scizor level, though, but it's really good. Sneasel is cool, but it needed an Evo, so I'm actually going to put it with these guys, and I actually like Sneasel better than Weavile, I'm not going to lie. Teddiursa is super cute. It's literally just a teddy bear, and Ursaring is honestly super cool. It just sucks. I wish they would have done a better job with this Pokemon and made it more useful, but it's super cool. Slugma's terrible. Macargo's terrible. Swinub, terrible. Piloswine, better. Corsola, terrible. Remoraid, terrible. Octillery's kind of cool. It's probably about there. I think these are better than Granbull. Delibird is garbage. We still need to keep Dunsparce and Shuckle at the bottom here. Mantine is kind of okay. I'd say C is about right. It was a cool idea. It just is a terrible Pokemon. Skarmory is dope. Obviously, one of the best Gen 2 Pokemon, and it's not close. Yeah, Skarmory's about in the right spot. Houndour is really cool. I think it's an A. Houndour is honestly, I think, cooler than Houndoom to me. Houndoom is cool, though. But I like Houndour's design better. I don't like the horns. I don't know. It's okay. I think these could be, like, go either way, but I think they're both pretty cool. Kingdra is really cool. I think they did a good job. I think it just should have been in Gen 1. I don't know why it needed to become a thing in Gen 2. So I don't think it's quite S tier, but I like Kingdra a lot. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. Phanpy is adorable. It's up here with Teddiursa for sure. Donphan is pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I like Donphan a lot. Porygon is cool-ish, but, like, you made a round version of the original Porygon, so, like, it's not that great. Stantler is cool looking to me, but it's really boring, and you didn't do anything cool with it, and you should have given it an evolution event originally. Smeargle is awesome. It's a really cool design. I don't think it's quite an S, just because it's kind of a meme, but I think it's A tier for sure. Tyrogue is terrible. Hitmontop is okay. Could have been way better. It's like breakdancer fighting Pokemon. Smoochum, terrible. I mean, Elekid is obviously cute, but again, it's like a baby Pokemon that we don't care about. Magby is not as cute, I don't think, as Elekid. Still keep Dunsparce and Shuckle at the bottom. Dunsparce has got to be the very bottom. There we go. Blissey is whatever. It's just a big ball of fat with an egg. It's nothing super cool. Miltank makes me uncomfortable just to look at it. Don't like it. Legendary dogs. I think Entei is the coolest looking of the three. Suicune is the prettiest, but I think Entei is the coolest. I think Raikou is the worst looking. I think these two are pretty comparable. I think Entei is the coolest looking. Suicune is the prettiest for sure. Larvitar is pretty cool. I like Larvitar. I think it's maybe a B even. Pupitar is terrible. I don't understand. Tyranitar is amazing. Obviously A tier. You'll never change my mind. I think Lugia is a solid B. I don't think it's cooler than these legendaries. Ho-Oh is very, very pretty. I like Ho-Oh a lot. I think it's as good as these legendaries. And then we've got Celebi, which is, you know, whatever. It's not anything special. It's okay. It's not even as cool as Mew, I don't think. So we'll probably put it as a B tier. All right. That one's pretty easy because I've played a ton of Gen 2. Gen 2 was the game I played the most as a kid. I think this is pretty fair. I'll give it a last little scroll so you can look through my S tier, my A tier. This is what we've got. B tier right here, pretty decent. C tier, not terrible. Moving down to the D tier, I think all of these are pretty fair. I think they're all ugly and awful and terrible and might as well not exist. And then we'll do the megas whenever we do Gen 6. So, feel free to flame me down in the comments below. Disagree all you want. Defend your favorite Pokemon. Defend my Pokemon that I think are the coolest, but I think I did a pretty good job on this one. If you guys enjoyed this tier list, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Check out my other Pokemon reactions. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.